my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leora and I'm so glad you found me. So today I actually want to do a neutral look, a bit of a darker kind of a neutral look, but a neutral look nonetheless, and I want to use the Norvina 2 palette from ABH, and let me just show you, because yeah, so this is the palette, and of course you can see that overpowering this whole palette is very, very colorful, but here is a very nice cool tone brown. I don't know if it comes across on camera that it actually looks cool toned, at least in the pan. I did not use it yet, so I don't know if this is actually how it looks, because sometimes when you put it on, sometimes they just, you know, shift a little bit into a different direction. So I'm very, very curious about using the brown. Did that just come out of my mouth? I don't know. Anyway, and I also want to use this one. This is a duochrome, I think. It looks like it. And let me just swatch this, because I have not touched this shade. Not yet. So this, yeah, this has a... it's like a cool tone brown with a purple shift, a slightly like a lavender shift, you know? I don't know if you can see it, I hope so. I just feel like if I show you like this, it's better than me doing it on my arm, because the light from here is so harsh that it always, let's just try, because it always washes out everything. You see this? Like, it's so much light coming from here. I still haven't figured out how to do this. So anyway, and then I would have loved to actually have like a white matte, not a white matte, a white shimmer, like a cool white shimmer, but I don't have that in the palette. So I'm going to use this one, which is a gold, I guess. Yeah, something like a gold or champagne kind of a shade. So I think that is what it is. And maybe I'll pull in the black that is also in the palette in order to like deepen up the look a little bit more, but it depends how the brown performs. So let's just keep our options open and see what happens. Coffee is here. Is anyone else drinking coffee from a beer glass? Let me know. All right, so that is that, and we'll zoom in and we'll get to work. Okay, sweeties, I did already set my eyeshadow primer with a bone color matte. This one is from Kiko Milano from my singles collection. This one is the shade Matte Cream. I have that always here in case I need one, because in a case like this, where there is no bone color matte in the palette, which I'm not complaining about, because I think if everybody puts that into every palette, then that's just such a waste of space. So I have a single every time here right in front of me, just in case I need it, and I always like feel free to pull that in case I need it, because that's just a smart move, especially when you're going in with a pretty dark brown as your first shade, basically. So I did set my upper area here under my eyebrows, and now I'm gonna go in also with the Kiko Milano fluffy blending brush. I love this brush. I know I'm telling you all the time about this. So this is the brush 56, in case you have Kiko Milano, but it's also available online. It's a very nice brush, and it stands up to my cleaning routine, because that is crazy, because I'm deep cleaning my brushes every single day. So that is always the best proof for me if something works well, you know, if it's good quality. So this one is good. I have, by the way, I have one from Sephora, which after one time cleaning looks like this. All fizzled out, all terrible. And I got that as a gift, and I feel so bad about this, because I used it once and now it is so fizzled out that I basically, I cannot use it, you know? It used to look like this and now it's that. Do you see the difference? So that is a shame, because, you know, it's a shame. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with that brown, and I'm going to... My transition shade is a dark brown, just so we are on the same page here. That is dangerous, but it is, as you can see, it is cold. It is cold and dark. Oh man, this is scary, but yeah, now it's too late. Now we're gonna do this. as you can see, I'm really taking my time here and just building it up slowly. I'm really careful, only taking very small amounts on my brush and building it up, and I'm also trying to keep it local and not go too far up, so I have enough space left in order to just, you know, have a nice blend into the bone color matte. So anyway, this is going to take me some time, obviously, because we want to do a nice job, and rushed makeup is never good. Never good, never works. I can't, at least I cannot. Also, when I do, you know, when I do makeup on models, I'm not doing it so much anymore, but I will in the nearer future. At the end of January, I'll start working with models again. So anyway, that is, it's so much pressure when you know the photographer is setting up already, and you know, you're at a certain how do you say that, a certain spot in line to go into the studio. You know exactly there are like 2 more models in front of your model, and then you got to be ready, and you still have to do everything because the model came late. I hate that. It's a real killer. It's a killer for creativity. So good, you have to already know beforehand what look you're doing. Like in a setting like this, no look comes as a surprise, but still, it's I hate it. I can't. Yeah, so anyway, that's why I'm never going to be big in something like this, because this is it. I hate it so much that I cannot. That is spectacular. I hope this look is going to come together the way I see it in my head, but yeah. But you can see that the patchiness that we had in the beginning really sort of melted away, you know, because these shadows are really good. So for some reason I'm still keep building up that shade, because apparently it's not yet dark enough for Leora. Alright, so now I think I'm just gonna go into my bone color single here with a different brush, and I'm just you know, just fluffing a little bit of that shade here over the edge. And it doesn't need to be super precise yet, because it's not gonna be. So I'm just fluffing this over the edges, and then I'm gonna go in back with the other brush of the brown shade, and then I'm just gonna keep blending, you know. That's how I do it. All right, so there we are. Okay, this is how we're at. Where we're at. This is where we are at, and I have actually like voices in my head laughing at me right now. Why, Leora? Yeah, okay, but at least I have the proof that the brown is cold, so at least I can say I was right. And apparently I still want to sort of deepen up the look a little bit towards the crease, also with that brown, and then definitely, because that brown turns out to be much darker than I thought it would be, admitting it, I'm gonna go also in with the black. Yeah, that is a bit of a mess, but yeah, I do believe though that really the look is going to be nice. Just trust me on this one, okay? Because I have a feeling. I have a feeling about stuff like this, okay? So let's just deepen this up here a little bit around the crease area, and then we shall see how it all comes together. I do see though, and I hope you do too, that now while I was putting on like the 5th layer of this shadow, because I was going in very light-handed and very slowly, so that's why I of course have a lot of layers of this brown shade now, that it is super buildable, you know. That is really nice. I told you I'm so in love with the quality and the performance of those Norvina palettes. I'm so glad I invested in them, really. I mean, don't go and buy them if you don't need them, but I did, you know. So yeah, anyway, so we're building this up here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm just gonna leave it like this, because I don't know how much I can blend just one shade that is so dark with nothing. I'm not upset at it. I think it looks good. I'm just a little bit speechless that I'm that courageous. You know, I had no idea. So anyway, let's go in with that beautiful, beautiful duochrome. I don't even know how to describe this color. What is that color? There is a definite shift to the lavender, but the base color is sort of like a cool brownish shade. I don't know. All right, so let's, you know what? No, let's not do that. Let's start with that lighter shade, this one. Sorry, I'm coming across as completely confused, but the thing is, in my mind, I just went back to the first option, like the first look that I had in my mind with those colors, and then I just changed my mind and, you know, added this light gold shade to it. So anyway, confusion. All right, so let's just put that on. And what I want to do with this is that I actually want to drag it up a little bit more into the crease. Well, this looks way more gold than I wanted. I wanted it to be white. Do I have a white somewhere? I know I have a Juvia's Place white shimmer. Do I have a white shimmer in any of the Norvina palettes? Well, now it's too late because I have this one on. So anyway. Yeah, so this comes across as really pure gold, and in the pan it looks white, you know, it has like a white, no, it doesn't look white, but it has like a white background, sort of, you know what I mean? So this is, I wanted to have something cold, so I have some coffee instead. All right, we're doing well, Leora. Okay, next shade is now this duochrome shade that I showed you before. And I'm going to just drag this on here. Well, it still looks good, you know? It still does look good. All right, I've got to spring my brush again. So it's so nice because it is not, how do you say that? It's not like a punch in your face, you know? It sort of blends into this whole brownish kind of a vibe, and this is what I wanted, you know? I wanted this to be not aggressive. That's not the right word, but something like that, you know? I wanted it to be, I don't know what I wanted. I know what I wanted, I just don't know how to say it. All right. So that is what we're doing here, and now I'm just taking another little bit of that gold, and I'm just sort of putting it a little bit over the edge here between the two shimmer shades. I think it looks nice. You let me know what you think. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the other side, and then I think we're going to pull in the black in the outer corner here to just give it a little bit more oomph, you know? So that's the plan. Okay, sweeties, slowly, slowly the look is coming together, and I'm going to take a flat packing brush now, like this, and I'm going to dig into the black, and I'm going to pack that into the corner, into my outer corner, and then with a different brush I'm going to shear it out. But first of all, I want to pack it on like really, really as much as I can. You see, this is a very good black. It really shows up nicely, even though this is already on so many levels of, or layers of eyeshadow, that it's already crazy. So anyway, so I'm going to really, really keep it here, the very, like the most intense space, and then I'm going to shear it out with a bit of a more fluffy brush, but not too big because I don't want it to be too big. Something like that. So I'm really just dabbing it on. Of course, we're going to lose a little bit of the color impact at the second we start blending. Which color, no, which brush should it be? Maybe I'm going to just swipe off that brush that I used for my bone color matte, and use that to just have this be blended here a little bit. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks. I think for the inner corner though, I want to go and have like a real white cold shimmer shade. something like this, you know. That I think I really still want that. So anyway, I'm gonna go off and do my thing, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll work on the lower lash line, and I'll find something for my inner corner because I think that is going to make the boom in the look. So let's just see what happens, and I'll be right back. Okay, sweeties, the foundation is on, and the lashes are on, and I'm gonna do it a little bit different today because usually I come back with my contouring and everything already in place, but right now I just want my foundation to set a little bit longer because I got sidetracked a little bit. So anyway, I did put a taupe shade, yeah, eyeliner pencil on my waterline. This one here is from This one is from Pupa Milano. I'm so sorry, I'm making a mess of things, but yeah, why not, having a bit of fun, right? So that is that. Okay, you'll find it in the description box. Yeah, so now I actually want to put on something, you know, like a tiny little bit of something under my waterline. I just need that special brush. Here is it. I should have prepared that before. Wait. So it is like a tiny little packing brush, you know, like that. And I'm going to take that dark brown shade, the only brown that we used. I just, you know, while I was like doing my thing off camera here, I could not believe that I did attempt this look and I'm filming this look. I mean, it's one thing to do it without people watching you, you know. The other thing is that people are watching you fail, you know. So, but it's not a failure. I'm so proud of myself. So anyway, I'm just sort of going to put that here right under the taupe. It's like a taupe metallic kind of a thing that I have on my waterline, and now I'm just going to put a thin sliver of that brown shade right underneath like this, and then I'm gonna blend this out just maybe with the bone color mat or something. Maybe it also blends out just by itself, and I don't want to do more. I don't want to have more than this. And I also, wait, let's just blend this a tiny little bit. What am I using? Which brush should I use? I hate this when YouTubers go and look for brushes, and now I'm doing it myself. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so let's just take like a pencil brush kind of a situation, and I'm not going to put anything on it for now and just see how it works. All right, I think this actually works exactly how I thought it would, and I think I really like this. All right, so we don't even need to pull in the bone color shade again, which is really nice. Okay, so now in the meantime also I dug out the Festival palette by Juvia's Place, and this is, it's super messy, I'm sorry. This is the white shade that I had wanted instead of that gold shade in the crease, no, on the lid. So now I'm going to put that shade in my inner corner. Yeah, I'm just going to use this brush because otherwise I'm just going to annoy myself looking for brushes. So that's where I'm going to put this here. Something like this. Maybe I should spray it, maybe I should have a little bit of a smaller brush. Let me just find the right one. Worst case, I'm going to edit all of this out and nobody knows that I'm looking for brushes. All right, different brush, and now I'm going to spray it because I want it a little bit more icy, you know? It's, I mean, I see it's there, but I want it a little bit more like the center of it. I want there to be more impact. That's what I want. Okay, so now I'm just going to do that on the other side too. I'm going to do some mascara, and I'm going to finish my face, contouring and all of that, and find something for my lips, and then I'm going to come back with a finished look, and I think it's going to be amazing. Okay, sweeties, we are all done. This is the finished look, and what do you think? I'm so thrilled because I'm always thrilled when I've done a makeup job and it looks good, which is, it happens more often than you think. And I'm super happy also about the color choices because I really felt it today. I was actually, it has never happened that I chose, you know, I always choose my colors the day before because I also want to then choose my clothes and the whole styling and the whole everything together. So I was actually last night sitting here going through my palettes and looking what I was like, was trying to look into myself, seeing what I'm feeling, you know. And I in my head, I knew that I wanted to have a cold brown. So I have never really looked forward to using a certain shade so much like this last night, from yesterday when I was making the decision about the color till today when I'm actually doing it. So now that the execution was actually really, really nice and it turned out to be a really, really nice look, I'm actually, you know, in addition, super thrilled. So let's zoom in, show you a little bit closer, which is always so creepy when I see this section. When I'm editing, I'm always like, oh, stop doing this. Anyway, but I think it's just fair you see it a little bit and then we're moving away. All right, so did you think that one could create a super, super neutral look with this palette? Like on first glance, I didn't think so, but yes. And I'm really, really thrilled that one actually can do a look like this with a dark brown as a transition shade. I mean, just believe, like, just wrap your head around this, you know? Yes, you do need some kind of skin color, whatever that is for you. You need something underneath, otherwise you're gonna be in big trouble, or you have to set your whole eyeshadow primer. But besides that, I'm just really, really thrilled about this look, how it turned out, and that I actually went for it without doubting myself too much. Alright, so let's talk about the palette. As you know and as you saw, the whole performance was really, really good, and that's also not a new thing because I've spoken about this at length already, that the pigmentation is amazing, the buildability, is that a word? Buildability? That you can build them up on top of each other super, super well, and these palettes have a very, very special place in my heart, and I'm just so happy that I have them, because listen, such a palette, this is so versatile, and there are so many looks in this because they're like, you don't even see them at your first glance. Sometimes I'm staring at a palette for like 10 minutes and then I have this complete overload in my brain of different looks and it's very hard to decide. So, but there is so much in the depth of a palette like this that it's just amazing. It's heartwarming for me. This is life, this is abundance, this is what I want. So with all of that being said, and probably like 10 or 20 people unsubscribing because this woman is crazy, yeah, that is my opinion. Alright, so of course we used also this white shade from the festival palette from Juvia's Place, which is absolutely striking, and I wish there would have been something similar in one of the 3 Norvina palettes, because there's not. In the Norvina one, there is a white matte, which is nice, but it's not a white shimmer. So anyway, so that is that. Is there anything else I need to mention? I don't think so. Maybe, you know, you'll find everything in the description box. As always, there is all my makeup listed, and so we can just, you know, shorten this a little bit. Alright, so I hope you did enjoy, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to try to attempt this, you know, this whole thing. Do you have the Norvina palette, the Norvina 2, or any of the other ones? How are your experiences with it? Like, mine have been only positive, so but I would like to hear what you feel about the formula and everything, because I don't have a lot of experience with Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are really, the Norvina palettes are really my real first ABH palettes. I do have the Prism palette, but I know from other people saying it that the Prism palette was not the best quality, and it also does not work so well for me. So that's why I'm so super thrilled about the Norvina palettes that I have now, because they're just really, really working out well for me. So I'm super thankful. Alright, sweeties, let me know about all of that and everything else you want to share. Besides that, if there is anyone who still wants to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so. And up until next time, go ahead and sparkle. I love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.